Hi everyone, it's Amy and welcome to our challenge. So I'm going to leave these on. They're my magnifying glasses for my over 40 need to have magnifying glasses. So today I want to just start with a little bit about the challenge. We are going to have some like yoga and meditation and different things. I want you to choose what it is that you want to do, but the thing that I want to really start with first is why we are doing this challenge. We are doing this challenge because we need to have some, and it's not a want, this is a need, to practice self-care. So we also, because by doing this, we can actually keep in check some overwhelm and chronic stress, which can happen. Because, now I recently shared this in the newsletter, this is about like chronic stress produces high levels of cortisol, and it's repetitive and can batter our brain, our heart, all of our system functions of our body, but it reduces our ability to adapt to change, and it reduces our ability to find perspective, to create, innovate, and collaborate with others too. So it's really important to kind of keep that in check. And it can be incredibly overwhelming, especially when there is a big life crisis happening in your life. But most of the time, we're not in full crisis mode, luckily. If you are in full crisis mode, I would tell you to please put away this challenge and come back to it when you don't have to be by somebody's hospital bed or something like that. So, I mean, you can try to do it, but I wouldn't even advise it. So let's just talk about, so that is the importance of why we need to self-care. Because when we self-care, this is not a selfish thing, even though, this always goes like people feel bad about self-care. This is a thing. We can't live on the hamster wheel of life, perpetually chasing after things or doing things. And I want to talk about things right now because our lives on earth are filled with things. We want more things, and that's okay. But we can't have more things if we don't have space in our life for any of them. And things are not just material goods like a bookcase or a table. Things are also the time that we spend. They're the situations and the events. So, the time that we spend with friends, the time that we spend with family, the time that we spend on ourselves. All of these things, these events and situations are very, very important, and all of them require energy. So, how are we spending our energy? How are we expending our energy? How are we creating energy? Well, one of the reasons why yoga is great is because it does help you actually create life force energy, because you're stabilizing and regulating your nervous system. So yay for that. So that's a great thing. Also, meditation has these kind of positive effects, and you don't need, let's get this really clear right now. Ideally it's great to have aerobic exercise, cardio, whatever, and all that kind of stuff, and stretching. But you could do yoga for 15 minutes every day, and scientific studies have shown that that will make a radical difference in your life. So, but you're not even going to find the 15 minutes if you don't understand how you're spending your time. So, I will be sharing yoga meditation videos with you throughout the next 5 days. But let's just talk about how are we spending our time. This is day one's activity. So besides like a yoga nidra, or a yoga practice or a meditation practice that I'm going to share with you today to do, I want you to think about and record how you're spending your time. So I'm giving you a PDF that you can download, and you can fill it in, make it very easy for you to do. It's going to have some of the information I'm going to talk about in the videos in case for some reason you don't have time to watch me ramble. But basically, every day I want you to record in chunks of time what you're doing. Because in the end of this week, I want you to really assess what things you can go, what things can stay, things you love, things you really dislike. Some things you dislike that you're going to still have to do because you've made certain choices, so you might have to still do them. But there are ways that you can actually change how you feel about those things too. But right now, I want you to do like an assessment. So, recording in chunks of time what you're doing every single day. Take 5 minutes, sit down with this PDF or another piece of paper, and just write it out. Become aware of how you're spending your time each day over the next 5 days. What did you like during the day? What is one thing that you really enjoyed during the day? Was there anything that you felt like a sense of dread or not wanting to do, like even before you did it? Was there something that you did that you didn't like? What was necessary? What was for pleasure? You don't have to answer every single question every single day, but maybe one or two. Was there something that you did today that needed to be done, and it was actually had to be done, but you really enjoyed it? Or like name one thing that could have been done at another time. So those kinds of things. So every single day, write it down. See what it is that you hated, you loved. Don't be shy. The only person that you're accountable for this is yourself. Write it down. Nobody's going to judge you, except you can judge yourself, but don't even bother doing that. Because right now what we're trying to do is find that sweet spot of time. Is there something you can let go of? Is there something, can you take that 15 minutes to do the yoga practice? I think we overcomplicate things a lot of times. So let's really find out where we're at right in the moment, right now. And that will help us to figure out how we can fit in some time. Now, that's it for day one. Download the PDF. Write down the stuff that you're doing today. Take some time to assess what you've been doing. And then optional, do like the yoga, do whatever item that I have shared with you today to do. And it might not be yoga or meditation, it might be something else. So that's it. I hope you enjoy this challenge. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you're participating in the challenge, please let me know. You don't have to share your answers. You can share your answers. You can even share an anonymous post in the Facebook group because it allows us to do that. If you need help with any challenges or whatever, you can totally share that. You can do it anonymously. Give and get support through the group. That's what we're here for. We're not here for me to like talk at you and for you to just, like something. Like, it's a community. All right. Good luck with the challenge. I will be posting another like little separate video every single day with just like an inspirational like card. I'll probably pick a card, like some kind of guide with an inspirational message, and that's it. Okay. Namaste. Good luck.